Hey cruise friends! We have a cruise coming up in less than 2 weeks and we are so excited about it. We are going to a ton of different ports, but today we're going to talk all about Amber Cove, which is in the Dominican Republic, and we're so excited to go there. We've been there before and we're excited to go back, so follow along. We're going to talk about everything you can do at Amber Cove, but specifically Puerto Plata. We think you should get off Amber Cove Cruise Port and go explore the actual Dominican Republic. So follow along, we'll show you all about what we do and what we recommend. Thanks guys! So when you get off the cruise in Amber Cove, which is the Dominican Republic, you will get to a area where you have to walk. It's a pretty long walk. If you're used to cruising, when you get off, there's a walkway and then you get to the cruise port. Amber Cove is a little bit different. It's a very long walkway. They actually have free little trolley cars where you can get in the trolley car and someone will bike you basically to the end of the walkway. Like I said, it is a long walkway and it is free. I do believe that they accept donations, so just have a couple dollars to give them when you're done. At the end of the cruise port, you will get to an area where basically you turn right and you get to go to a free cruise. It's kind of like all-inclusive, but it's not all-inclusive. It reminds you of one. It has a big pool, it has restaurants, it has all that. The pool is included for free, but then you can order drinks and order food. And then if you turn left, you will get to the shopping area, which is like really the cruise port. There's a lot of different shops. There's like a little pharmacy, there's like gift shops, all kinds of stuff. And then if you keep going all the way down that way, you will get to the area where there's like taxis. We kind of walk past the first taxi drivers because they tend to be the most expensive, but obviously it's case by case basis. And then as you get further back, they start to dwindle down in price. That's just what we've experienced. So we tend to look for a taxi driver that we think looks safe. Obviously you don't know for sure, we are in a foreign country, but we try to pick a taxi driver that looks safe and we feel comfortable with, someone that speaks English because, you know, again, foreign country, you want to make sure they speak a little bit English. So in this particular trip, we found this great taxi guy, and he you know, offered us a couple different options, and we basically told him that we wanted to go, you know, eat lunch off the boat. We wanted to go see a couple different like attractions, and he came up with an itinerary for us. So our taxi driver took us to the distillery. This distillery is called Macorix. I don't know exactly how to say it, but it's Macorix, and he told us that this is the best rum distillery like in town. So we were like, okay, you know, we thought it would be pretty cool. We've been to some distilleries before, and we didn't have high expectations, but we didn't have low expectations. We just, you know, thought it was another distillery. Well, let me tell you, we were very surprised that this distillery was like awesome. I believe it was like $5 a adult, and you got to taste. They advertised it as 8 rums, but I'm pretty sure we had like 15 shots. I don't think we had 8. I think we had a lot more. And they were super strong shots. So we kind of came out of there and we're feeling good. So this distillery was really, really cool. They do have tours, and I believe there are excursions for this distillery because there were some buses that came in with a bunch of people. So just keep that in mind. And at the end, you can go to their gift shop, and they sell their own liquor in liters, and they are huge. They are huge bottles. They're liters, and I believe they were like $10 a liter. So obviously if you're flying, you're gonna have to get a checked bag back, but if you're driving, then definitely stock up on these because they're really good. Like, they taste good and they're cheap. So I thought about it, and we actually have some bottles from our liquor tasting at this distillery. So these are 2 bottles that we brought back, and this one is a coconut splash, so it's like a coconut rum, and then this one is cool pina, so it's like a pina colada rum. And I mean, these are the size of the bottles. They're pretty big. And they're, let's just see. Oh, okay. So they're 28% alcohol. So they're very strong, but very good. So I just wanted to make sure you guys saw the bottles, and it's not a promotion. It's just, I like cheap liquor. So this is where you go. So next on our taxi adventure through Puerto Plata, we actually went down to Puerto Plata to go shopping. So our taxi driver took us and actually followed us where we went, kind of led us on a tour, which was awesome. We went downtown. There was a gem, like a little gem museum, which was kind of cool. I think that was free. I do think that they asked for donations. I may be wrong on that, but I think it was free. So we did that, and then we said we wanted to go look at cigars for the men, so we found a cigar shop. Downtown there's also a couple churches and just like some nice scenery, and then there's shopping too. So you know, we probably spent about an hour downtown. We didn't spend a long time, but it was just enough time. So then the last stop on our taxi tour was to lunch. So we asked the taxi driver for his favorite restaurant in Puerto Plata, and he took us down along the water. It was so scenic, so cool. It was awesome. So there was a couple restaurants along the water that we drove past, and then we ended up at one restaurant, and it was so cool. It was on the beach, and it was open air. It was really, really cool. The food that came out was just impeccable. It was amazing. There was like actual fish on the plate that was cooked, and it was we can't rave enough about it. It was really good. So we stayed there. Again, our taxi driver stayed at the restaurant the whole time. We offered him to sit at our table, and he said no, and he sat at the bar and ordered his own meal and just kind of watched from afar. It was just one of those things where make sure you grab a taxi driver who will stay with you, who will watch over you and make sure you're safe. We really appreciated that he stayed and that he took care of us. So then we asked the taxi driver to take us back to the cruise port where we would, you know, say our goodbyes, pay him, and move on. So we paid him, said our goodbyes, and we moved on. So then we walked back through the shopping area, did our final souvenir purchases, and then made our way back to the fork in the road where shopping's to the right, pool's to the left, going back to the port. And if you want to, you can go to the left and go to the free. Remember I told you it was kind of like all-inclusive, but not all-inclusive area where they have a huge pool, they have DJs, they have a swim-up bar, they have a restaurant on site, you can order food from your pool chair, you can order drinks. It's really a really cool spot. So if you choose to go back to the pool, you know, on the land, then by all means, it's a great time. It's really fun. But we chose to go back to the cruise ship just so, because it was a long day and we just wanted to relax before dinner. But either way, there's so many cool things to do in Amber Cove or Puerto Plata. Thanks guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it. As always, we're a new channel and we're trying to grow as much as we can and provide super valuable cruise content. So if you liked it, please subscribe. Please like our video. The more you like, the more you subscribe, the more we can grow, the more we can explore and venture onto new cruise ships. So again, please like and subscribe. We also want to know if you've ever been to Puerto Plata or Amber Cove. If you've been, do you usually stay at the cruise port or do you venture off and go out to Puerto Plata? Do you go to the beach? Do you go shopping? What do you do in Amber Cove or Puerto Plata or both? You know, we're going on a cruise in less than 2 weeks and we'd love to hear what you guys tend to do and what you guys love to do and what you guys hate to do. So feel free to comment and, you know, whatever.
See you on the next video.
We'll see you on the next video. Sorry, guys. All right. Happy cruising, and we love you guys, and mwah! Bye.